All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to our second webinar. This is Caleb, a team leader over here at Greenstaff Medical, and we'll just be going through a deep dive into travel nursing and the opportunities that nurses can have with us at Greenstaff Medical. Just to give a quick recap on our first webinar, we just give a broad perspective of what we offer here in terms of traveling, allied options as well as per diem options. But today, we're going to have a much more deep dive into travel nursing opportunities. All right. So just to go over the speakers, we'll have Tertia, our sales manager here, Greenstaff Medical. We have our vice president, Kathy Vollmer. And unfortunately, Kyle, team lead over here, isn't available today, but I'll be filling in for him. So my name is Caleb. And bear in mind, if you have any questions along the way, feel free to send it through the chat, and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions towards the end. All right. Perfect. Cool. So travel nursing, as I mentioned, that is going to be the focus for today. But prior to that, we just wanted to show you guys what we cover here at Greenstaff Medical, which is per diem, allied, as well as travel. Okay. And in terms of today, we're going to be looking at why should a nurse, pursue travel nursing? What are the benefits of travel nursing and things like that? We'll be looking at, the different specialties that involves travel nursing. We'll be looking at the advantages, disadvantages and things like that. And of course, how to get started with travel nursing. All right. And I'll be giving it over to Dasha to take it from here.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Caleb. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really excited to host the second webinar, and we really hope to hear from you in the chat so that we can encourage you to find out more about travel nursing and join as soon as possible. Right. So basically, we are going to look at the professional and personal interest as to why you would want to choose travel nursing. So for us at Greenstaff, nursing, we know that nursing is a profession characterized by dedication, compassion, and resilience, attracting individuals passionate about caring for others. Within this noble field, nursing has emerged as a compelling career option. But what drives nurses to choose this path? Motivation can generally be categorized into two main areas: professional interests and personal interests. And I would really like to look at those professional interests and personal interests in detail. And when we start with professional interest, firstly, the skills and development and experience. Travel nursing offers unique opportunities in diverse healthcare settings, allowing nurses to broaden their skills and expertise. And adapting to different environments enhances, their versatility and resilience. You also have career advancement, exposure to varied medical practices, patient populations, and healthcare systems. That enhances your resume, positioning a travel nurse for advanced roles and specializations. You also have, great networking opportunities, working in multiple facilities, building a broad network of professional contacts could be crucial for future job opportunities and collaborations, Competitive compensation. Travel nursing often comes with attractive compensation packages, including higher pay rates, bonuses, and stipends for housing and travel expenses, making it really financially rewarding for a travel nurse. Excuse me. You have your flexibility and autonomy. You can enjoy the freedom of choosing your assignment, offering control over your work schedules and locations, leading a better work-life balance, and obviously your job satisfaction. And that is for your professional interests. If we look at your personal interests, you have adventure. Many nurses are drawn to travel nursing for opportunities to explore new places and cultures, combining traveling with a fulfilling career. Like I mentioned, you have a work-life balance. Travel nurses, nursing supports a unique work-life balance, allowing you to take breaks in between assignments, to spend time with family and pursue hobbies. and also recharge, because we know how important that is for our nurses. Personal growth, living and working in a diverse environment fosters independence, adaptability, and confidence. Our nurses can navigate new challenges, contributing to personal growth. You build on your family relationships. You know, some nurses choose to work closer to family when they stay in different states. Excuse me. And then obviously your culture enrichment, exposure to diverse regions and communities enriches nurses' understanding and appreciations of different cultures, enhancing empathy and communication skills. And in conclusion, to pursue travel nursing is often driven by a blend of professional and personal interests, whether to enhance your skills, advance careers, seek adventure, or grow personally. Greenstaff Medical is dedicated to helping nurses find opportunities that align with their interests and goals, offering diverse assignments across various healthcare facilities. So if we look at those different types of facilities, at Greenstaff Medical, we provide flexibility to work in facilities that match your professional interests and lifestyle preference. Whether your passion lies in hospital departments like ER, oncology, or OR, or if you would like to work in skilled nursing facilities and your passion is long-term care or rehabilitation, or even home health for that intimate nurse-patient relationships, we support impactful patient care across diverse settings. If we have a look at our different settings, we look at for our different wards and variety of settings that we supply. Rafa, you can go to the next slide for me. Thank you. So each healthcare environment, whether it's the fast-paced ER, compassionate oncology, or versatile medical and surgical units, or even the precise OR, or any other specialized areas, it offers invaluable experiences that enhance nursing skills and expand your professional horizons. And with Greenstaff Medical, we can do that for you. We are committed to matching your skills and aspirations with the perfect assignment, because we recognize that every nurse is unique, and we strive to support your growth and success in these diverse fields of nursing. Thank you, Rafa. I'll be handing it over to Kathy now.
Thank you, Teresa. And expanding a little bit on what she had mentioned a few minutes ago about location. So many times the person is wanting to be in a specific area for the experience, for being with family, for being there because they want to be there for some type of purpose, or it's just to explore and get a new experience, as was mentioned before. At Greenstaff, we do have assignments throughout the whole United States. So I don't want you to think that these are the only places that we provide staffing services to. It is across the whole United States. But some of the highlights, because these are so vastly different in regards to types of opportunities, is like an experience in Alaska or an experience in Florida or Colorado or Texas, and some of the reasons for be there in regards to whether it is for your social or it is for your activities that you like to do, or you're wanting to see or experience a certain situation like a rodeo or a concert or a theme park or some type of scenario. But we see people want to be in a location many times for a reason, and many times it might want to be closer to relatives or family members, or for some reason that they are being there. But that is a great reason for working or being in the travel area for nursing, so that you do have that flexibility to be in that area that you need to be. And I know we'll get into it in just a little bit, but our onboarding and credentialing team would work with you specifically to ensure that you're credentialed and available and able to work in these specific areas. I'm going to turn this over to Caleb.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Kathy. And of course, I'm sure the question that everyone wants to know is, how do I actually get started with Greenstaff Medical? Well, I'll tell you how. Very simple. First and foremost, visit our webpage, greenstaffmedical.com. Otherwise, you can always send your resume to our US team, and a recruiter, a dedicated recruiter, will be assigned to you to jump on your file, connect with you via phone call, text message, whatever method of communication that you prefer. We understand that nurses' time is very valuable, and we want to make sure that we communicate with you guys at of course, a method that is preferable to you. If it's a call, a text, email, we'll make sure that your recruiter does that for you. And of course, we'll go through your resume, through your documents, and if you're qualified, we'll make sure that we let you on to the next steps. Okay, and basically also the timeline is very streamlined. We want to make sure that we get nurses submitted to the right assignments as soon as possible to make sure that they get the job that they want. We understand that nurses have priorities, things to take care of, so we want to make sure that we get everything done in a timely manner. And what we believe in is effective communication with your recruiter and the nurse. If you have that working hand in hand, there's no ways that you cannot get somebody to an assignment that you want as soon as possible. And of course, we offer a lot of things here at Greenstaff Medical. As Kathy mentioned earlier, we have a great onboarding and credentialing team to make sure that we get all the right documents presented to the client so that the client can present you with a great offer and we can start working. We have obviously great housing and benefits department that can help you nurses, because I understand that living from one state to another, it takes a lot, and you want to make sure that housing is a top priority. So we do have a dedicated housing and benefits department that can help our nurses, find housing at discounted rates and things like that. So as soon as an offer is locked in, our team connects the nurse to the housing and benefits department team so that we can organize a good housing and options for our nurses. We have some great healthcare benefits, 401k, medical insurance, and also what we do is we understand that there's a lot of expenses that sometimes come up the nurse's side when it comes to licenses and certifications. So we do have great reimbursements options in terms of if a nurse has to pay for a license, maybe to travel to New York. As we know, it's not a compact state, or California, and we do reimburse for things like that. Certifications such as your ACLS, BLS, NIHSS, you name it, things that are crucial for nurses to work at a facility. We also do reimburse for that. So we do have 24/7 support from our recruiters. Could be any time of the day. As soon as you reach out to us, we'll definitely make sure that all our nurses are, taken care of. And of course, we have a great a referral bonus package option as well, which is $500 per nurse. If you know of any nurse that want to work in the travel industry, qualified nurse, of course, feel free to refer them. And as soon as that nurse gets an offer with us, completes 4 weeks, you will be then eligible to receive $500. It doesn't matter if you're working with us at Greenstaff or if you're working with a different agency, different facility. The fact of the matter is, if you refer a nurse to us, you will be eligible for that $500 as soon as you complete 4 weeks with us. And that is a process that we have here at Greenstaff Medical. Feel free to apply, and we would love to hear from you. And I'll hand it over to Kathy.
Thank you. And I know our focus today is primarily on our travel opportunities and how to become and how to do that within our company. But I also want to make you aware we do provide per diem assignments also. We want to we realize that nurses need flexibility, and you might be at different phases or things going on in your personal or professional life. And we want to ensure that we offer opportunities that we could provide assignments for you the whole continuum of your career. So with that in mind, we do offer per diem assignments, which means that we offer a flexible work assignment where we have different positions throughout, again, the United States. And if you only want to work a certain day or a certain weekend, or you need that flexibility for personal or professional that you need, that we have that type of work available. Onboarding and the benefits and things that were just mentioned still are in play. But again, it's the type of assignment that you would be working if you need that flexibility. If you are on a travel assignment with us, we're not able to place you in that per diem and work you per diem job at the same time as your travel job. but many of our healthcare professionals who work for us go back and forth and may be working a travel assignment, and then they have a different situation going on in their life or in their needs and might be working per diem with us, etc. So our goal again is to provide opportunities to meet what you need in your certain position right now. And in regards, the next slide, in regards to physician and provider solutions, we also provide this service within our company too. And this means that we do recruit physicians and provider solutions such as nurse practitioners, advanced practice, physician's assistants, CRNAs, etc. And we do find positions for them, and we do have assignments for those people also. But again, our goal is to have that whole continuum. And we also see that many of our nurses go forward and get advanced degrees in the advanced practice. So again, our goal is to be that lifetime, full spectrum opportunity provider for you and your career. And in regards to how can we help you to become eligible to be a travel nurse, as I know that's probably very important. It's like, what next? Hopefully you're saying, what next? What do I need to do to become a travel nurse? You know, Teresa did a great job going through some of this earlier also. Being a travel nurse, it helps you gain additional experience as when you're in, and by the way, I am a nurse, so it's near and dear to my heart to promote and keep nurses engaged and get more nurses in nursing. It's first and foremost for me. But this allows you to gain additional experience. And an example is that you're working in one facility and you become so familiar with that facility. But in regards to going to travel nurses, you get to see another facility and how they're doing things. But you can leverage off of where you came from and provide them with background and experience that you have seen. So you gain from them, but they also gain from you. And I feel like across the healthcare continuum, that sharing of information is extremely valuable. And that is gained through a lot of the travel nursing. It allows you to specialize in regards to getting that additional experience, but also providing additional experiences so you see what you want to be doing. Do you want to get that advanced critical care certification? Do you want to get that wound care certification? And many of our assignments in our hospitals that we work with us and our employees to help them get that additional certification. So we're very connected with that. And going back to what Caleb was talking about, some of what we do provide is that continuing certification and training through our continual benefit program that we do provide for that also. This allows you to stay current in regards to what is going on in healthcare. I'm sure a lot of us are in healthcare because it's ever evolving, ever changing, and it keeps us really attuned to what is going on. And this allows you to stay current in regards to knowing what is going on, what is taking place. And we partner with you to ensure that you're credentialed correctly to those right places, but also providing additional training, certification, and abilities to keep getting that and showcasing your professional development. And then finally, you know, you may have additional skills and things that may not be being utilized where you're at currently, but might be able to be capitalized and utilized in other experiences, like language. Being bilingual in a language is extremely important, especially with our diverse healthcare and ability and need to communicate with the patients and different people that we are working with. And that is an area and ability in a way to highlight your language skills that you may not be able to be using currently. So, you know, again, in finalization of this, expanding into travel as a part of your professional development and ability to continue growing as a professional nurse, this is an opportunity for you to be able to do so. Thank you. Next slide.
Great stuff. Thank you so much, Kathy. That was really informative. Guys, please remember to stay in touch. You can go and like and share our YouTube page, Greenstaff Medical USA. Go and also follow our Facebook page, which is at Greenstaff Medical USA, and then our LinkedIn page and all our social media platforms, because you will get regular updates on those platforms that will be really informative to you, and it will keep you up to date with all the opportunities that we have at Greenstaff at the moment. You will then also be able to share that with your friends and family, or any fellow nurses that you know, your colleagues. Right, so then we're going to look at some of the questions that we've received, some great questions to cover. At the moment, we have a question from Sean in New York. Where he has asked, do you have travel opportunities for corrections? Yes, we do have travel opportunities for corrections. They do, however, close very quickly because this profession is very high in demand with availability in roles. So please get your profile ready with us so that we can submit you as soon as possible. That would be really helpful, because then you are first in line for when a role opens. We have a question from Lori from Florida. What states do you cover? If you can give the speciality you usually look for in Florida. So, Lori, to answer that question, Florida, like any other states, we have various positions available. Certain roles obviously open up faster than other roles. However, we do have various roles at the moment. I can confirm we do have med-surg, PCU, CVOR, and cath lab roles. Please do reach out to us to apply for any of these roles if you are in that specialty. Then we have a question from Macy from Texas. Do you have any RN full-time jobs working nights within 60-mile radius of Wiley, Texas? Excuse me. Yes, we do have roles in Texas available. However, not permanent roles per se, but we do have 13-week assignments with clients usually. And they would extend those 13 weeks, which means you have the opportunity to remain at that facility. If you like the facility and you like the area, then we can extend with those clients, and you can decide when you want to end. Then we have a question from Rose in Washington. Usual pay rates for Washington. Can you give me a ballpark figure for travel and per diem? I will allow Kathy to answer the per diem, and then I will take over for the travel rates.
Thank you. And due to us having a variety of different types of assignment, there is a pretty vast range, but we're probably seeing between 33 to about $45 an hour for per diem. But again, we do cover acute care, long-term care, general, and specialty areas. So that's why you do see a full range. But we would love to have an opportunity to speak with you specifically if you have a specific area you're interested in or a specific skill area. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Kathy. So just to confirm, Rose, what we do have available in Washington at the moment, pay rates can vary from, on the travel side, it varies from 2.2 to 2.7, all depending on the amount of hours that you're taking, 36 or 48. And also obviously depending on your specialty. So please do get in contact with us. Again, we can have a tailor-made package according to your skill set and what your needs are. So we would really like to hear from you. Then we have a question from a nurse in Wyoming to confirm per diem shifts and travel nursing shifts. She is asking whether she can do per diem and travel at the same time. Kathy, would you like to take that one?
Sure. And I apologize. I briefly mentioned that a little bit earlier in regards to, it depends upon how many hours you're working on your travel assignment. And normally travel assignments are 36 to 40 hours. So it is very difficult then if you are doing your travel assignment through Greenstaff to be doing per diem also through Greenstaff, as your per diem hours would then put you in overtime. However, if you are working a travel assignment with another company, you are able to pick up per diem shifts with Greenstaff. Or if you are working per diem with another company, you are able to pick up a travel assignment with Greenstaff. So if that makes sense, you can't be doing both through the same employer due to overtime.
Brilliant. Thank you, Kathy. Then we have a question from Nicole in California. She is asking, do I need a compact license? If so, how do I go about in getting a compact license? Nicole, you can also apply for assignments with our travel nursing side in a single state, if you have a single state license. However, if your preference is to get your compact license to broaden your work opportunities, you can reach out to your board of nursing and they will give you some guidance on that, on how to apply for your compact license. But again, please reach out to us. We can have a conversation regarding that. Then we have a question from Shah in Arkansas. What are the main differences between a permanent nursing position and a travel nursing assignment? We did cover those differences early on, but the main difference when you do take a travel assignment is that it offers you a higher pay or higher compensation rather, flexibility, and definitely the excitement of new opportunities. All right. And then we would just like to reiterate to our international nurses trying to apply. We know that you guys have joined the webinar as well. Please reach out to our international team because we would like to hear from you and assist you with your application. You can do so by emailing international@greenstaffmedical.com, or you can give us a call at 833-612-1963. All this information will be available with the webinar as well. Then we also have some questions on Facebook that just came through. Caleb will be doing those for us. Caleb?
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Joshua. Right, so one of the questions from Facebook is asking, do Greenstaff Medical have exclusive partnerships on specific hospitals? Right, we do have what we call direct clients, meaning clients that we have a much more personal relationship with, and in turn, it helps us, to get quicker offers or quicker turnaround times, when a nurse applies for a job. This is very good, especially for nurses that really want an assignment as soon as possible or ASAP starts. Most of the facilities that we have direct clients at are up in New York. So if we have any travel nurses that want to go up to New York, we can definitely get you some great quick offers up in New York. We also have in different states, but yes, just to answer that question, we do have exclusive partnerships with most hospitals that we work with. And the second question here would be, can a travel contract be renewed, extended for another 13 weeks? How is the process for it? So that's a great question. So what happens is, most often than not, travel assignments are 13 weeks on average. That's typically what we see. However, if a nurse is on a travel contract and really likes the facility, there's an option for them to extend. So they can request an extension through Greenstaff Medical. We will then reach out to the client and say, hey, this nurse would like to extend the contract. Is that possible? And I would say 9 times out of 10, if there's a need for it, they will definitely extend the nurse. And also, what also happens is the facility sometimes comes to the agency, Greenstaff Medical, and says, listen, we'd love this nurse to extend. We love the way they work, their work ethic, and things like that. So extension is definitely something that we see on a daily basis on travel assignments. So we've seen nurses. I personally have a few nurses that extended for me for over a year. And of course, as we know with travelers, when they stay in a state for a year, they do have to take a break, for tax purposes. So this is just to show you guys that it's definitely a possibility for extending contracts wherever you are across the USA. All right. So if there's any other further questions, I will give it up to Tertia just to take it up for the upcoming webinars. Tertia, over to you. Okay, so I'll just take up this slide. Right, so for our next webinar, we'll obviously have Carl be present in the next one, Tertia as well, and Kathy. And on this one, we'll be finding out much more about per diem workers in the US. Of course, today we dived into travel. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know. You have our contact details, you have our website. We'd love to have you guys over. But on our next webinar, which will be on the 11th of July, 10 a.m. Central Time, we'll be discussing, per diem workers, and I believe this will be Kathy's forte. So she will definitely be jumping into that with you guys. So please stay tuned. We definitely would love you guys to participate, share with your fellow travelers, share with your fellow nurses that are interested in per diem work. We'll be looking at the benefits, the compensations, and where you can actually, find travel in the USA. All right. And then I believe that will be all for today. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming through to this webinar. I really look forward to seeing you onto the next one. And again, if you want to stay in touch with us, you have our website, greenstaffmedical.com. But thank you so much for everyone that participated. It's truly appreciated, and I wish you all the best, and have a good one. Bye.
Thank you.